Will not be handling quite the same. Here's the replay. We'll see them coming down, and Howdy comes off of the line. Michael pulls up inside, and then Howdy pulls back down. Bang, they come together. That was the left front damage. Howdy goes all the way around, backs off in the grass.
Very similar incident to what Danny Sullivan experienced as he tried to pass a slower car and did a half spin and lost a couple of positions. We have a full course yellow on the racetrack. The track is going full yellow on lap number 40. So this will punch the field. It'll bring out the pace car, and everybody who had an advantage over somebody else, that advantage will be erased now as the field will bunch up. There's the leader, Ari Lyondike, who has gone through the chicane, and there is Nick Finoro, who is displaying the yellow flags from the starter stand, indicating that the entire course is yellow. There we see John Andretti moving to the inside. The number 21 car of Howdy Holmes is in an unsafe position, according to the kart officials, and that's the reason that we are going the all-course yellow. Taking advantage of this yellow, Rick Mears comes in for another stop. Looks like they'll not change tires on the car, but they will refuel it, and Rick Mears goes back out in competition.
That will put him in a position to run a little bit longer and gain some spots, and then hopefully he will be able to, on the next round of pit stops, the last one, he'll be able to be in the position to hold first place if he gets it when everyone else stops. So it becomes a game now. Everyone is starting their calculations and strategies, and it'll all unfold, and we'll see who winds up with it at the end.
41 laps completed in the Budweiser G.I. Joe's 200 from Portland International Raceway. We're glad you could be with us on this beautiful Sunday afternoon in the Pacific Northwest. Portland International Raceway for Indy car racing on Father's Day, and we wish everyone in the United States and Canada happy Father's Day. Well, the situation is a full course yellow to get Howdy Holmes' fun car off the racetrack. 42 laps have been completed. The leader is Ari Lyondike. Second is Danny Sullivan. Third is Al Unser Jr. Now, after taking the yellow, John Andretti passed the leader, Ari Lyondike, as they went into corner number 1, and you can see it happen right here.
Yeah, it's a hard one to figure. I don't know why, unless he did move back. Now, we can't see at this point whether he has in fact moved back or if he might have made a pit stop. But still, that was a no-no.
Gary Lee has a comment from the pit area.
Ivan, of course, wants all the fans to know what's going on, so as soon as Ari called in on the radio, Dick ran over to me and said, Ari says, and he reported that the two cars went by. I said, Dick, how is the car handling now? You'll recall before the pit stop, Ari said the car was handling like a dream. They changed all 4 tires. Now the car is loose, but they will not stop under this full course yellow to change tires. They'll go with the current setup. So maybe, JR, you can explain exactly how the car can go from being a dream to being loose with new tires.
It can do it instantly.
With no explanation.
With no explanation, no reasons why. And it's a very hard thing to say. It could be that the tires, the staggers changed or went off or changed, were not quite the same. It may take a while for the tires to normalize, and for him, he'll have to start juggling. Full load of fuel, will change the handling characteristics of the car. So there are any number of things that he did while he was in on that pit stop that would have an effect on it when he came back out.
Well, now, John, I was just talking with Dick again, and Dick says after he went out and warmed the tires up to operating temperature, the car is once again a dream.
well, you see, there you go, from feast to famine in one banquet there. So he's back on the trail, and here we have a shot from little Al's car, and you can see on the side he has a strap that's used to hold his head up. This track is primarily right-handers, and so he's got the neck strap to hold his head up a little bit as later in the race comes about.
So under a full course yellow with Mount St. Helens in the background, we will be right back to Portland.
Molson Light. Goodbye, thirst. If you're looking for racy lines, precise cornering, and a great stereo, Zenith's trim 29-inch designer TVs will put you in the driver's seat. Zenith. Quality.
Arena football on TSN. There's no place to hide, and no one on the field really wants to. North America's favorite game takes a new twist and goes indoors for the summer. It packs a terrific punch. The ball is live off the screen. Hard hitting. On a smaller field, 8 men form a single platoon and aim for wall-to-wall action. This Saturday, the Los Angeles Cobras tackle the New England Steamrollers from Providence Civic Center. Arena football every week on TSN. Good things come in small packages. And Saturday, June 25th, you won't want to miss an exciting type of auto racing. Racing on a tight oval. It's all these little Volks and Chevy-powered midgets can do to stay on the track. TSN continues its coverage of the Midget Racing Series with a USAC-sanctioned race from Raceway Park in Indianapolis. Saturday, June 25th, starting at 7 Eastern, television's best auto racing is on TSN. Back live at Portland International Raceway on this Sunday afternoon, a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. Speed World today for the Budweiser G.I. Joe's 200. Stop number 5 on the PPG IndyCar Trail for 1988. We're under a full course yellow to get Howdy Holmes' stalled car off the racetrack. However, we will be going yellow this time around. Now, for those of you who did not hear the results of the Detroit Grand Prix Formula One race earlier today, no surprise, the McLarens finished first and second, with Ayrton Senna winning and Alain Prost finishing second. The Benetton of Terry Boutsen was third. Andrea de Chazares was fourth, Jonathan Palmer fifth, and Pierluigi Martini sixth in the Detroit Grand Prix earlier today. Raul Boesel has abandoned his car and is
certainly looks that way.
Yeah.
He's kind of parked down there. Maybe he stopped at the hot dog stand.
That's near the entrance to pit road. Actually, no, it's just near the
They've
chicane.
moved it out into a safe position, so it is back out of the way. But obviously, he's got a serious problem. There you can see the cars weaving, getting scrubbing pickup. You do this to scrub the pickup off of the tires because there's little flecks of rubber and stones and things out there, and the tires are hot. When you slow down, you start picking up these pieces, and it makes it very slippery.
Well, there's Rolf Alstead, and he is one of the legends in IndyCar racing. Has been around for many years as a car owner. Rolf Alstead watching the action here at Portland as we go back to green on lap number 45. Here comes Lyondike, followed by Sullivan. That's Al Unser Jr., then Bobby Rahal, Kogan, and the others. Emerson Fittipaldi is actually in fourth position. Those other cars that we named off for you as they pass through are not on the lead lap. So it is Lyondike, Sullivan, Al Jr., Emerson Fittipaldi, Mario Andretti, Rick Mears, Teo Fabi, John Andretti, and then Bobby Rahal, who's a lap down.
This shot always interests me to watch the driver and to see the movements, and you can see how physical it is, how much the car bounces and your head jiggles around. That's a good shot.
And to think that you have to go through 104 laps of that, shifting about 15 times every lap, not only concentrating on shifting, but accelerating the other cars around you. IndyCar racing isn't easy, is it?
No, but it's fun. I love it. Golly, I wish I was out there.
There is Emerson Fittipaldi in fourth position. Right behind him is another one of those making their first-time appearance on the Portland IndyCar. Oh, and Derek Daly has come together with Randy Lewis, and the front wing flies off of Derek Daly's car.
It looked like there was a little fist shaking there, so obviously it's another car out.
Dominic
Dobson pulls off. You can see what I'm talking about. See the rock stuck to the hot tires, so running slow out there. You've got to squeeze this off, but his car is smoking. Obviously, the engine is expired. He's out. Uh-oh, there's a few words there, it looks like. Some hot tempers flaring, but no one is hurt.
And I believe we're going to a full course yellow again. Indeed we are. So the second full course yellow here in just the last few minutes. Derek Daly is not a happy person.
He's very upset over that situation, and you know, on a restart like this, you've got to be very cautious, and you have to watch out. Sometimes things just happen, but at other times, guys, make mistakes, and they act like there's no one else out there, and it's a shame that two of the cars are out of the race because of an altercation like that.
There is Randy Lewis, who is climbing out of his car. So drivers tires are okay, but the tempers are flaring down in the east end of the racetrack. Dominic Dobson, just after that happened, blew an engine here on the main straightaway, and that's the reason why he pulled off the course. So a lot happening here on lap number 47, but for the second time in this race, we are under a full Courciello at Portland International. We are under a full Courciello for the second time. Ari Lyondike, Danny Sullivan, and Al Unser Jr. right behind the pace car. They are running first, second, and third. Now, we are under this full course yellow.